Life is bigger than fantasy.
This is Real Life Teens.
Hi, I'm a high school senior, and I've been a mom for 20 months. Being a mom definitely changed my life. I was a very free-spirited, do whatever I want type of kid, and as soon as I found out, everything changed.
It's a boy. He turns 5 months old in about a week.
Being a mom is really stressful and really hard, and I don't really recommend it to anybody.
Pregnancy for teenagers is a huge problem today. Many teens don't know how big of a responsibility it is to raise another human being, when most teens still have a lot of growing up to do themselves.
It's like sex is like Coca-Cola. It's everywhere and everybody's drinking it and doing it.
Okay, you got to think, the reason why, sex is so, it's everywhere is because it's what sells.
I think that it's really important that you need to just like get touchy, know the person, and know who they are. The other thing happens is that when, it's like someone thinks you're hot, you think they're hot, and then that completely can just lead to sex. And then alcohol and everything also leads to sex.
For me, and I know there are some people who might, have other opinions, but as a young man, I feel there's more pressure on members of my gender to have sex for the first time in high school, more so than girls our age. Sort of the idea that we have to prove ourselves, and then it gets to a certain point that if you're a junior or senior and you have friends who have had sex with girls and you haven't, it seems that the longer you go without having sex, the worse it becomes. In that, for example, if you were to meet a woman who is 24 years old and a virgin, our society will look upon that as a positive thing, that she has made a conscious decision not to do that. On the other hand, our society looks at a 24-year-old male virgin as someone who hasn't got their act together yet.
My mom was really accepting about it because she was also a teen parent, so she kind of understands me better now.
If a teenage couple get married after they have a baby, it will most likely end in divorce.
A lot of times they do the whole, oh, I'm going to marry that person that I had the child with, and they don't really think what's going to happen in the future. The women who do get pregnant for the second time are the women that are still with their baby daddy, and they think that they're already starting their family. So they think that they have that few years head start, that you might as well have your second child because you are already that unit. But a lot of times those don't last. So they're left with 2 children or 3 children and have to start life over. Before being pregnant, I would go to school in the morning and I wouldn't get home till about 9 o'clock with basketball practices and friends and work and everything else. I was very much my own person and I didn't really have a lot of responsibilities. I don't want to say I've changed as a person because I don't want something like this to define who I am, but it's definitely made me a little bit more serious and a little bit more critical.